It's been a rough couple of days, my friends. I am relaxing now, but I have not slept for 2 days. I got a call from some guests at one of our rental properties. It's our little beach camp. It's a camper out at the beach. And they said the rain was coming into the camper. Yes, we had some serious water intrusion, and this was because we didn't have any rain. We were near drought conditions, and that was for months, and now all of a sudden we just had a biblical deluge. So the video that I want to show you is how I dealt with the situation. Ironically, comically, it also happened in my truck. As I was sitting in the pouring rain, the rainwater intruded into my truck as well, and I think I figured that out. I think it was just the door that wasn't completely closed. But anyway, here you go. Here's the video. Okay, here is my project. Now, this will illustrate to you the importance of sealing maintenance. Keeping your camper, RV sealed, protected, maintained. Now, this was just a surprise, and unfortunately, instead of having no rain forever and then just a little to show me what I needed to do, we got a monsoon after what was becoming a drought, and I had no time, and it was too wet, and the camper was it was complete intrusion. I mean, it was flooding. It was coming out of the ceiling on the beautiful woodwork, and it was coming through into the floor in the bedroom. But look, I've been so busy with other projects, didn't even come to inspect this, and I'm paying for it. Hopefully there's no damage. I'm gonna be very careful not to do damage with the pressure washer, but what I've done is I've had to cut this, I forget what you call these vinyl covers that roll over the slide out. I had to cut it back. It was ripped and dry rotted anyway, basically holding water. It wasn't evaporating in the sun or anything. So what I'm going to do is pressure wash it. I ordered some tape, but my wonderful neighbor gave me some in the interim because I'm not going to get this for a few days. This rubber roof tape, which I'm going to cover that slide mechanism with, because that is definitely a point of entry. Okay, so you see again, I cut this back, and what I'm considering doing is vinyl from up under here down to here, or aluminum, to cover this and box the ends, and we will see. But for now, I'm going to pressure wash it. I know that people don't really advise that, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be pushing water up under your seal there. And then I've got some paint, some rubberized paint for this application, and we're gonna see how it goes. So let's get started. So this is the part that this slide mechanism. I'm going to just put tape over it. You see, we are at the beach. The ocean is right there, and this is hell on campers. This saltwater environment. Look at the rust and screws backing out. But like I say, this environment is just way too harsh. And when you leave these campers here, they basically, well, I call them rust in place. You know, you gotta. My neighbor was just saying, if it's you keep it for a while, and then you haul it out with a flatbed and get rid of it. But basically what what people do out here is just maintain them as best you can, and that's what I'm doing now. And it'll eventually be scrap, or I'll sell it before it gets to that point. Get all this extra water off of here so I can see what I'm working with. And being a novice, I've read that you can prep the surface with alcohol. So I'm going to clean and prep like this. And I'm going to dry this out real good. But I think I'll get very good adhesion doing it this way. So I'm gonna do is put maybe 2 strips of tape, one on this side over the top and one on this side over the top. Okay, now I'm back down below here, and I have cleaned and prepped this. Some people say remove the old caulk, some people say don't. I'm gonna leave this in place and run a bead into the crack here. But I have cleaned it up real good with alcohol, and it should accept the caulk, the sealer. I've got this marine grade seal. Look at this. God knows what kind of hardware they were using when they built this, but that is not a good quality screw there. So I'm gonna start putting sealer in these holes. Okay, don't ask me how, but I got some of this tape under here, a little patch tape, covering the screw hole and going back uphill under this seal here. So that will address any issues back in there under this. Now I'm going to tape over the whole thing. Well, to be honest, I thought I was going to do a better job than that, being an artist and all, but you know what? It'll work. It's a lot stickier and trickier than I thought it would be. But I've got layers, and I've got one middle strip going over the whole thing, and then 2 layers going over the top. All right, mission accomplished, or so I think. I was ready to sell the camper, honestly, and my wife begged for clemency. She said, I love that place. So we got more rain coming, and we'll see if the patch holds. I really think it will, so I'll be able to sleep. But please check out the comments below, or leave comments below if you want to learn more, or if you want to share information that you have about camper maintenance, just you know, other tips and tricks to help do this job, this kind of thing. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Be well and happy camping.